Greetings, my students, and welcome to this video section of the basic chemistry series. We are on video 7 of the series. Before we begin, if you have not watched the previous videos, please go and watch them before you come to this video so that you'll be able to understand and follow very well. And then again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please click on that subscribe button there and tap on that notification bell beside it so that anytime we post a video, you'll be notified. So welcome back. Now we want to begin with what I gave you in video 1 of this series. So I'm going to bring it out again. I gave you some radicals, like I gave you SO4, CO3, NO3, OH, SO3, NH4, this one is CR2O7, then MnO4, and finally HCO3. Now, if you check that, what you copy from that video 1 under radicals, you will see all these things. Now, another reminder is about the valencies of all these radicals, and I gave you this one as 1, valency of 1. This one 1, SO4 2, CO3 2, NO3 is 1, OH is 1, now OH is 1, SO3 is 2, and so on and so forth. So we will be making use of these radicals in this video. Okay, now the topic I want us to talk about is what we call chemical formulas or chemical symbols. So chemical formulas or chemical symbols. Now let us pick one example. Meanwhile, at the end of this video, what you're expected to have learned is how to write the chemical formula of any compound you are given. Okay? Now, let's pick an example. Let us pick sodium oxide as an example. So you are required to write the chemical formula for sodium oxide. What do? First, to write down the symbols of the two combining atoms. Sodium is Na. Okay? Now, what is oxide? Oxide is from oxygen. So when you hear oxide, it is oxygen in the ionic form. Okay? Now, if you hear oxide, it is oxygen in the ionic form. If you hear fluoride, it is fluorine in the ionic form. If you hear chloride, it is chlorine in the ionic form. If you hear nitride, it is nitrogen in the ionic form. If you hear hydride, it is hydrogen in the ionic form. Now, what is oxide? O, right? We want to write formula for sodium oxide. What you will do now is you find the valency for sodium and valency for oxygen and switch them over. In the previous videos, I've taught you how to find valency. So let's go like that. Sodium is number 11, which is 2 8-1. Oxygen is number 8, which is 2-6. Are you with me? Now, the valency of this of sodium is 1. The valency of oxygen is 2. So I believe you know how to find valence very, very well. What we now do is we switch 2 of them over. That means that sodium takes 2, oxygen takes 1. So the formula will now be Na2, all right, O1. But all these numbers are subscripts. So, but this one should be silent. Anytime you have 1 in a chemical formula, it is supposed to be silent. So the formula for sodium oxide is Na2O. Is it clear now? So write down their valencies and switch them. Let's pick another one. Let us pick aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride. What is aluminium chloride? Now, we apply the same steps we used in the other one. Aluminium is Al. Okay? Chloride is from chlorine, I told you before. Now, aluminum is number 13. That is 283. Chlorine is number 17. That is 287. So we get the valency from here, valency from here. Valency of aluminum is 3 because it uses 3 electrons. Valency of chlorine is 1 because it's going to accept 1 electron to complete the outermost shell. So if you switch, we have Al takes 1, Cl takes 3, but this one is supposed to be silent, so clean it. All right. One more thing I want to add, listen carefully. One more thing I want to add is that before you switch the valencies, check if there's a number that can reduce the valencies to the lowest term, or if there's a number that can divide the valencies and reduce them to your lowest terms. Now, looking at 3 and 1, nothing can divide, so they will remain like that. So the formula is AlCl3. Is it clear? We pick another one very quickly. Let us pick magnesium nitride. Magnesium nitride. What is magnesium? Mg, right? What is nitride? Nitride is from nitrogen, so it's same thing with nitrogen. Now let us exchange them. Magnesium is number 12. That's 282. Nitrogen is number 7. 25. This one is going to lose 2 electrons. You can't get 6. This one will gain 3. So the valence of this one is 2. This one is 3. Can anything go in 2 and 3? No. So we switch. Be following the examples one by one. Now we have Mg3. Now we have N2. You get it? That's how to write the chemical formulas so far. Now we still have further examples. Let us look at calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. What is calcium? Ca, right? What is oxide? Oxygen. Now, calcium is number 20. 2882. Okay? Oxygen is number 8. 26. This one is going to lose 2. Can't get 6 to complete last year. Valence will now become 2, right? This one will gain 2. Valence will be 2. Now, watch very well. you will notice that these two numbers can be reduced to the lowest term. How do you do that? 2 here 1, 2 here 1. So reduce them to the lowest term before you exchange them. If you now do like this, we have CA1 O1. That's CAO. Don't write the 1. 1 is silent. Okay? Now we are building it gradually. The next example. Number 5. Now I want to show you something. If you see fluoride, know that it is fluorine. If you see hydride, know that what? It is hydrogen. If you see bromide, it is bromine. If you see iodide, it is iodine. Okay? So take note of that. I want to now take it to the next level now. Let us write the formula for calcium trioxonitrate 5. How do you do that? Now, what is calcium? Calcium is Ca, right? What is trioxonitrate? Now you will come back to this one, these radicals I wrote here. Meanwhile, if you want to write trioxonitrate on your own, tri means 3, oxo means oxygen, nitrate means nitrogen. Now watch how I will do that. Tri oxo nitrate. You see that? Tri oxo nitrate. Now, what number is calcium? 20, which is 2882. So the valency of calcium is what? 2. Now the question is, what is the valency of this NO3? Now that is when we begin to refer to this place. So please look very carefully. NO3 now, if you check it here, the valency is 1. Look at it here. The valency is what? 1. So make a copy of these radicals. Have these valencies in your head, so that anytime you need them, you can bring them out. They don't change. So this one is 1. Okay, so we switch. Right? Now we have CA1, but you don't need to write the 1. Now I have NO3, but where do I now put these 2? Because there's already 3 existing here. Where do I put the 2? What you do is that if you are working on a group of atoms, just put the whole thing in a bracket like this and put 2 outside. That's the formula for what? Calcium trioxonitrate 5. Is it clear? Now, I'll show you another one. Let us look at aluminium tetraoxosulfate. This is aluminium tetraoxosulfate 6. This is VR. Okay, what is aluminium? Al, right? What is tetraoxosulfate? Tetra means 4. Oxo means oxygen. Sulfate means sulfur. So write it from the back here. Tetraoxosulfate. You see it? Now, aluminum is 3 for valency. What is the valency of SO4? You check here. Now, SO4, the valency is what? 2, right? So we have 2 here. Now you switch them over. So we're going to have Al2, SO4 3. Before we continue, please look at these radicals once again. This one is hydrogen trioxocarbonate. This one is tetraoxomanganate. This one is tetraoxosulfate. This one is trioxocarbonate. This one is trioxonitrate. This one is hydroxide. This one is trioxosulfate. This one is ammonium. This one is heptaoxodichromate. Hepta means 7. So please copy out the names. In case you don't want to form it like this, you can easily use the names to identify the symbols. Okay? Now, so with what we have said, let's pick one more example. Then we now take it a bit higher. Let's look at ammonium trioxosulfate. How do you do ammonium trioxosulfate? What is ammonium? NH4, right? Trioxosulfate. Tri is 3, oxosulfate. Valency of ammonium is what? 1. Valency of SO3 is 2. Switch it over. What do we have now? NH4 to SO3. Now you don't need to put this one. So it's NH4 to SO3. Okay? Now, I believe that with what I've explained, if I give you any compound to write down the chemical formula, you can do that. Okay? But there's one exception. There's one very, very important exception. Now, what is the exception? If you are given any element that is among the first 20 elements, I believe you can find the valency. Right? But if you are given an element that is not among the first 20 elements, what do you do? For example, if I say iron, how do you get the valency of iron? So I'm going to address that very quickly. But let me give you one example. Iron 2 hydroxide. Iron 2 hydroxide. What is the symbol of iron? In case you don't know it, symbol of iron is Fe. Now, hydroxide, what is the symbol of hydroxide? OH. I've told you already, OH. So the question now is, what is the valency of iron? Where will I get it from? Where do we get the valency of iron from? So you don't know the valency now. What you will do in this case is that there will always be a bracket beside the element. An element you don't know the valency of it, that is outside the first 20 elements, the valency of the element must be put beside it. Are you with me? So it means that now I have iron 2. The valency of iron is 2. Is it clear now? What is hydroxide? Is it already 1? Switch it over. Don't forget to reduce the lowest term. Don't forget to reduce the lowest term. So it will now be Fe1 OH2. Remember to put any radical, any group of atoms in the bracket. Do you understand this? Now let me show you another one. Let me show you copper 1 chloride. Copper 1 chloride. What is the symbol of copper? Cu. If you don't know it, it is Cu. What is chloride? Chloride is from chlorine. Okay? Now, what will be the valency of copper? Is already in the bracket here. So it's 1. What is chlorine? Chloride is chlorine. What is chlorine? That's number 17, right? Which is 287. So the valency is 1. Okay, now switch. It will give me CuCl. That's copper 1 chloride. I hope you are getting the understanding now. Okay, finally on this particular one, let's write the formula for vanadium 5 oxide. Vanadium 5 oxide. The symbol of vanadium is V. Oxide is oxygen. So the valency of vanadium is 5. What is the valence of oxygen? You know that one already. Oxygen is number 8, which is 2, 6. And if you gain 2, that means valence is 2. So switch it over. We have V2O5. Are you following now? So if the element is outside phase with the elements, the valence will be given to you. But the next question now will be, what if the valence is not given and the element is not among the phase 20 elements? What do you do? Now, let me address that one finally. If the valency is not given, okay, you have to now take the fact that the valency of the element is 2. We have some exceptions. If the valency is not given, take the valency to be 2. But we have some exceptions. I'll give you 3 exceptions. In fact, let me give you 2 basic exceptions. 1, silver. What is the symbol of silver? Ag. Valency of silver is always 1. It doesn't change. Gold. Valency of gold is what? 1. Now, if the element is given and the valency is not given, and the element is not among the phase 20 elements for you to find the valency, take the valency to be 2. Is it clear? Let me give you an example now. Zinc chloride. The symbol of zinc is Zn. What is chloride? Cl. You can see that the valency of zinc is not given, right? The valency is 2. Exceptions are all these ones. So you put 2 here. Chlorine is 1. You know that one already. So the formula for zinc chloride will be Zn1 Cl2. Are we good? Now, what you have learned in this video is how to write chemical formulas, okay, by exchange of what? Valencies. So work with this. Any compound you are given to write chemical formula, make sure you switch the valencies. But before you do that, make sure you reduce the valencies to the lowest step. Very, very important. Okay. Now that's the end of it for this video. I believe you have learned something. And if you know that you have learned something from this video, please hit that like button for us there. Press that like button. You can also leave a good comment of what you have learned from the video. Then if you have not pressed on that subscribe button, please press on it to subscribe to the channel. You can only subscribe once. Once you have clicked on it before, don't click on it again. Are you getting me now? So that's it for the video. I hope to see you in the next video. And in the next video, we're going to be discussing further on chemical formulas. But this time around, I will give you the symbol. You now write the name of the compound. Then also we'll talk about chemical equations. So thank you very much. I will see you next time.